All right, in this video, we are going to talk about the value added or the production approach to calculating GDP. To do so, what are we doing? With the production approach, basically, we are aggregating the value that each firm in the supply chain adds to the production of a good or service, okay? So to do this, we essentially take a firm's the price that they sell the good for and subtract from that the intermediate purchases that are needed to produce that good. So best way to explain this is via an example. So let's use the example of a t-shirt that's being produced. So this t-shirt, to produce it, we have 4 different firms in the supply chain that are going to produce this t-shirt. We have a cotton farmer, we have the producer, we have a wholesaler, and we have the retailer. The cotton farmer, presumably, they're going to be producing at zero cost. I know that's not realistic, but we're just going to make it a strong assumption. But the cotton farmer produces their cotton and ends up selling their cotton for $4.20 to the producer. Okay? Producer then then uses that cotton to produce the t-shirt, sells that t-shirt to the wholesaler for $7.20. The wholesaler then distributes that t-shirt to a retailer and at a price of $9.80. And then the retailer makes that t-shirt available to consumers for a price of $15. So, in understanding this value-added approach, a couple different ways we can take a look at this. One, what is the contribution of each firm in the supply chain? How much value do they add to the t-shirt and to the overall economy? And what's the overall contribution of the t-shirt to GDP? Well, let's start at the end. Well, the t-shirt's total contribution to GDP, remember, when we find GDP, the GDP is just the market value of goods and services sold in the economy. Well, what's the market value of the t-shirt? Well, the t-shirt sells for $15. So the t-shirt's contribution to GDP should be $15. Okay? We can just do that by taking a look at what's the price that the t-shirt sells for. Okay. Relatively simple, relatively straightforward. But if we want to find the value added by each firm in the production process, that's going to be a little more complicated. So how do we find the value added? Again, we take the price that the intermediate good is sold at minus whatever the cost was to get to that point in the production process. So for the farmer, again, their costs were essentially $0. We assume that. They sell the cotton for $4.20 to the producer. The farmer's value added is that $4.20. Okay? The producer then uses the cotton to make the t-shirt. They sell that t-shirt for $7.20 to the wholesaler, but they paid $4.20 for the cotton. Difference between the price that they sell the t-shirt for at $7.20 and the price that they paid at $4.20, well, that's $3. Okay? So the producer's value added to the t-shirt is $3. Increase the value of the t-shirt by $3. The wholesaler do the same process. While they sell it for $9.80, they purchased it at $7.20. What's their value added? $2.60. Lastly, the retailer makes the t-shirt available to consumers who are presumably going to buy it because their marginal willingness to pay is greater than $15. Little flashback to supply and demand. But the retailer purchased that t-shirt from the wholesaler for $9.80, meaning the value added by the retailer is the difference between the two, which is $5.20. If we add all of these up, $4.20 plus $3 plus $2.60 plus $5.20, what does that equal? The total contribution of the t-shirt to GDP, valued at $15. So that's how you use the value-added approach to see how much increase in GDP there will be for each firm in the production process. Okay? Next video, we'll take a look at the expenditure approach to calculating GDP, followed up by the income approach to calculating GDP.